What's up, guys? Cinestalker here for a new video. This video up here will be a nice, fun Blu-ray and 4K movie review video because I have a nice little stack of some awesome films that I got the last week and a half or so. Some titles that came out a couple weeks ago, but I got them a little bit later in to review for you guys from the company. So look out for my thoughts and opinions of those coming up right now. Some really, really cool stuff. And let's get down to it right now. Movie reviewing time with Cinestalker. All right, on to the reviews right now. Awesome batch of goodness. I'm gonna start off with some Arrow video awesomeness right now. First time I'm gonna talk about is an all-time classic, came from 1987, and that is, of course, this up here, in first time in 4K. That is Peter Weller as Robocop. Awesome classic film from the 80s. Amazing effects by Rob Bottin. He also did The Thing and a bunch of other ones, I believe, The Howling, and so much more. Great pioneer in effects makeup. Directed by Paul Verhoeven. He also did Total Recall later on. Really great, sci-fi action director. And this one right here is just classic awesomeness. Part man, part machine, all cop. That it will be Robocop. And I'll check out the contents of this right up here. This came out a couple weeks ago. I believe also had a steelbook with that, but I didn't get that to review. I got the nice collector's edition hardbound case of it. I'll show you what it looks like in the contents of it right now. And it says here is the beautiful 4K, and this thing is loaded up. And what's great too, you get the director's cut and you get the theatrical cut, which is important because both cuts of that movie are in 4K. And I definitely recommend checking out the director's cut if you haven't, because it's so much, a little bit more of the story and just gorier and just a little more crazy and that thing. I remember watching this as a kid on TV. It was on TV, like premiering on like NBC or something a long time ago. I had to record on tape. I remember like watching that, and like I can't believe actually my parents and stuff let me watch it, because it's a pretty grotesque movie. Even for TV, the TV cut, still pretty gross because the Sockers aren't playing tonight. I don't know, Clarence Bonnaker style, but great stuff and up in here. Great movie. You all know this. The movie, Peter Weller plays a cop and a wife and kids, and he gets murdered, so to speak, by Clarence Bonnaker and his gang that's like infiltrating, Detroit and stuff like that. Then these scientists go take Peter Weller's character into a machine to help fight crime in crime-ridden Detroit of the future and stuff like that. Just a great movie. Great story and all that kind of goodness up in here. Here is what it looks like inside. I'll show you what it looks like. Here is the director's cut and the theatrical cut. You also get some lobby cards. I'll show you guys what it looks like right now. It reminds you of like a cool little sticker. It's like OCP. And so you get the cool, nice little lobby cards. All-time classic movie. Always love this one. First one's the best one. I used to like part 2 a lot. But as when I got older, of course, the first one is the best one. So much good stuff in it. Great, great movie all time. It's good. It's the funny stuff. I'd buy that for $1. I always love that guy. And everyone cracks up. It's like sort of like a porno-esque show, like Cinemax late night kind of show. Everyone watches. It seems like everybody watches it. And it was like, I'd buy that for $1. Always like the funny little commercials in this thing too. It's just classic stuff, very 80s goodness up in here. And you get a nice booklet up here of the film, really in-depth booklet of the movie. And yeah, this part is great because like the guy, he's all, where's it at? Like him. He's all like melting and stuff. Amazing effects. Even like still holds up now. Absolutely amazing effects in this movie. I don't know how Peter Weller pulled it off wearing that suit. So cool. So good right there. Love it. And you also have a poster that comes with this too of the original theatrical art, cover art, and you get the newly commissioned cover art too. So here is the original, get that put on your wall in your man cave by your movies. You definitely can. Iconic 80s awesomeness is just that. I love it. And the newly commissioned artwork looks so nice too. Great movie, great film. It looks amazing and sounds fantastic on 4K. If you're a fan of this film, definitely seek it out. Pick it out right now. It is a great one to have in the collection. It looks superb in 4K. This movie, definitely a great one on 4K. A must-have in the collection, I think, for sure. 80s gold. Robocop. Oh yeah, it's you know, I'd buy that for $1. And next up here, also from Arrow Video, great little collection set for all you Italian movie film lovers out there. Arrow Video always does a great job on Italian cinema. These are some Policia movies, like those like movies in the 70s where like those were like crime, thriller type cop movies, that kind of stuff. Here is a nice two collection film set of them from director Enzo G. Castellari, I messed up his name probably. The Rogue Cop and Racketeers, two crime thrillers right up here, and you get two good ones: the Big Racket and the Heroin Busters. I watched these other night, and fantastic, gritty, kind of grindhousey movies are these, and they're just great. I feel like a lot of like grindhousey stuff. If you're a fan of these type of movies too, and you know of his works, these look fantastic on Blu-ray, and I'll go through the contents a little bit more, but as you can see, each movie has loaded up a bunch of features, interviews with the director, cast, things like that. And here is the films up here. Great ones up here to check out. Great, like really raw. Like this one, the what's it called? Yeah, the Big Racket. Really rough one. Does like crazy stuff like rape and this horrible things going on and vigilantes, and it's just they burn this woman alive. It's just like this crazy stuff going on, that stuff. And this one's just crazy like drug induced, like, you know, stuff going on, like people like racketeering and drugs, dirty cops, and that kind of stuff. Great stuff. Great. I love these ones. I've never seen these ones before. And I know it's like a neat little subgenre of Italian cinema is the Policia movies, and these are just great ones up here. They're definitely really cool. It makes me want to check out some more of those type of films. And here's what looks like inside. You get the disc, and you also get the original reversible artwork if you want right there, which I do like that with the skull. I'm going to have to switch these out and turn them around because I like the original look and cover art a little bit more. And you get some nice lobby cards up here of each film, so it's really cool. So if you like stuff, I don't know if I can show that one, but if you like stuff like, you know, crime dramas, things of that nature, kind of, you know, grindhousey, grimy films in a sense, but are really shot well, you will definitely enjoy these type of movies. I love that kind of like, you know, 70s grindhousey good stuff up there. And here is the second film up here, The Big Racket. And here is what it looks like, the original cover art. So it looks really, really cool. And just, yeah, so it's really well made, man. Like, they did a good job with the film transfers of these. I can imagine before they probably were kind of like rough prints, but these look beautiful on Blu-ray up here. Really just said good stuff. Like, you know, hard-hitting thriller, keeps you on your toes. These are also dubbed in English, or you can get them in the original like subtitles too. So whatever you want, you can do dubbing if you want to read the subtitles, or you can just do it the original and hear the, you know, Italian and just watch and read the subtitles right there, and you're good to go. And next up here, talking about another company, Umbrella Entertainment. Like I said before, they're an Australian company, but you can play all their titles worldwide. And I get these great new releases. Some of these ones are not out yet, but you can pre-order them and stuff like that, or they'll be out now. So it's a couple of them that are like that. First off, start with this awesome Blu-ray movie of the classic 1987 film. And this is a classic, all-time classic, and that is Child's Play. Hey, Andy Barkley, hide the soul. You know, you're gonna love some Child's Play. The original, directed by Tom Holland. Of course, the classic voice of Brad Dourif as the killer doll Chucky. You all know this film, but I just love this edition of it because look at that cover art. How rad looking is that with the shine up there? Looks amazing. What's cool too, this set comes with a neat little car freshener for your car, so your car can be spooky cool. Bam, you know? I mean, take out the slipcase, beautiful slipcase. And so you all know the movie of Child's Play, the killer doll. Brad Dourif puts his soul in the doll and start a whole genre of Child's Play films, which is amazing. I love Chucky, my all-time favorite characters. I got the old school Chucky doll over there, woo, which is right there. Good old Chucky with there's this one. This is the weird one that I got when I was a kid. This came out in '91, and I had it for a long, long time. And yeah, you know, Child's Play. Order this from Fangoria, but you know, can't go wrong. Love me some Chucky. It's always scare my friend's sister with this very doll. Yes. Ah, good. That might be a good thumbnail like this, huh? Or a cool snapshot. But anyway, yeah, good stuff right there. Hi, Andy Barkley. I'm gonna get you, Andy. I'm gonna get you, Andy. You better get this Blu-ray. If you don't, I'm gonna get your soul. That's over a 30-year-old doll, folks, and I have it right over there. Had it all this time. Yes, but anyway, let's talk about the film. He had to make a special appearance because it's his flick. And yeah, this one up here, you know, so good stuff. Great, you know, great. It looks great on Blu-ray. Cause I don't have it on Blu-ray. I had it on an old DVD of it. And so this is just a great upgrade for me. So happy. Thanks so much again, Umbrella, for letting me upgrade this. And it says a nice host of special features. I'll read them off to you. You get a nice commentary track with Alex Vincent, Catherine Hicks, and Chucky Designer. Another commentary track with the director. Another commentary track with screenwriter Don Mancini and the producers. Behind the scenes and so much more of this beloved film. Child's Play, Good Guy Dolls, awesomeness. Love it. Awesome film. This one's pretty scary. The original one was always the scariest one of the bunch. As they get on, they get a little more kind of goofy. Original trilogy are my favorite ones, 1, 2, and 3. And then other ones are okay, but the first original 3 are the best, especially the first one. Really great horror right there. Classic 80s goodness. Definitely seek this out. Look at that cover art. You know, it looks rad. All right, next up here, a really cool collection of movies. I got these 2 of them, Ausploitation classics. This cool Australian cinema. They made some really strange and cool horror flicks. This is one of them early on, eco horror, which is like a genre in the 70s, early 80s of, like, you know, nature taken over from what the bad things that man and people done to the planet Earth. And this is one of the early ones. This is Long Weekend up over here, starring John Hargreaves and his wife, and they're kind of like they're married, and their marriage is pretty much on the rocks, and so they want to have a long, nice weekend retreat, and they go like the middle of nowhere, kind of like that, to have a nice weekend together, try to patch things up in the relationship, but their relationship is all already just messed up, and you kind of don't like these characters, and they bring their dog along too, and the wife is like a real a-hole in this movie. She has like I remember there's one part of the movie, like before they go out there, there's like a few cans of dog food, and she's like, well, if he eats those 3 cans of dog food, the dog, which is named Cricket, that's his problem, not mine. You know, in a sense, like she doesn't even care about nature pretty much. He's out there like not caring either, chopping down trees, shooting things, and then nature does not like that and starts to attack them. Hawks, spiders, other things, wildebeests, Tasmanian devils, and all this kind of slow burn movie horror film, but still really good, effective is this one. Long Weekend, great eco horror. This looks amazing on Blu-ray. Really good transfer, widescreen. It filmed in anamorphic widescreen and Panavision. This is the first time released in its original format. It's not pan and scanned, so this is a great one. Beautiful slipcase up over here. And you also get the soundtrack with this thing too, which I'll open up the disc right next, so it looks like, but it's a great, cool one. I haven't watched this in a long time. I remember watching this on TV back when, I think rented it out too, and I haven't seen it for years, but it was cool to revisit it. And here is the Blu-ray disc, and inside there you also have the soundtrack of the film. Very haunting score in this thing. Really good, like horror. I'm gonna give away the ending of it, but the ending of it's really good. And just yeah, just the movie the way it is with nature taking over. It's just cool. I like those kind of movies like Frogs, Day the Beast, Orca. You know, all those type, you know, revenge animal movies. You know, Cujo, whatever stuff like that. I like those ones. And here's some of the lobby cars in this thing too, which is really good. I don't know if you guys seen this one before, but Australian movies, really good stuff. They put out some wild flicks back when. And I just love it. It's great to check these ones out through Umbrella, because otherwise some of these ones, you know, you don't see them that much here in the States, so it's cool to check these out and load it up with all kinds of extras. I'll read some of them off right now. Get a couple commentary tracks, great interviews about film historians about the movie, more in-depth talk about this, interview at a festival, and a bunch of other stuff in this thing. So if you're a fan of this film, and I definitely say, definitely pick this up. Beautiful slipcase, great job. Umbrella does an amazing job on their transfers. Always do good treatments, and a lot of extras they put in there too, a lot of care. So definitely a great one is for sure. Classic one. So it's a little bit slow burn, old school style, but it's good, a good payoff. I think it's really good. Is this one up here, Long Weekend. And another one that I was saying about the Ausploitation classics is this one, which I'd never heard of or seen, but when I got this review, the cover just tripped me out. It looks cool. This one's called The Harlequin. This is like I don't even know. It's like a little horror, little crime thriller, wizardry sort of thing. It's like a bunch of different stuff in this thing. It kind of reminds me of the movie The Visitor, and the way it was shot from that movie. You know, it's a totally different thing, but kind of reminds me of that with like sort of in a way, because this guy up here, what's his name again? Robert Powell. Yeah, Robert Powell plays like this mysterious. He's like a clown. Then there's like this kid there. He's like a real sickly kid of this rich couple, and he kind of cures him or something. Does something to him, like a spell, and then the kid kind of has like gets better, but he has like these weird powers, does these things, and then he comes out like this character, like he's like dressed like in a cloak and like a magician, mystical guy, and he has these powers. He can like move things, but he's not. People are not really sure if it's an illusion or not. But he has like these dark forces, these powers. There's one scene in the movie where like he's at this party showing his powers from all these like rich folks, and like there's like a pigeon, like a white pigeon, like a dove appears, and he has like a drum. I can't think of it. The metal part of the drum, like the metal part, you hit it goes tss, tss, tss. So that starts spinning, and the thing flies at the bird and blows up the bird, cuts it in half in a sense, just destroys it, and his blood falls in this rich guy. Just kind of sticks out, kind of crazy. But a pretty cool movie is this. I wasn't sure what to expect in this one, but I enjoyed it because it's kind of a weird, cool one, which I like about these Australian movies. They have a lot of strange, cool flicks. Beautiful cover. Look how the cover looks really cool with the colors. I'll show us like inside. And just a strip out. He wears like this weird cloak thing, and he has like these crazy like eyebrows, like this like eyeliner and stuff the guy wears. And here's what's like inside. Really cool with the disc and everything right there. And you get the lobby cards. I'll show some of the lobby cards right now. Here it is up here. Make sure I can show some of them. Oh yeah, here's the guy. He's like in the jail cell up there. And this is a pretty cool movie, is this one. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this one. Here's the kid. But it's just a very interesting movie, is this for sure. Pretty cool. If you're into like movies of like, like psychic power movies, or movies that deal with like dark forces, that kind of stuff, that kind of thing, mysticism or whatever, this would be a cool one to check out. Look at the bolt of lightning come out of his mouth, man. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, definitely a pretty neat one. It was this. Definitely a cool treat, because I said I'd never heard of it. Don't know much of this until I saw it, and definitely was pleasantly surprised by this. So if you're a fan of that type of stuff, or a fan of this movie, definitely seek it out and check it out. And it's loaded up with all kinds of features too, commentary, interviews, and so much more. And that will be the Harlequin. And last up here for Umbrella is one I've never heard of or never seen before. It's a really cool treat, and this is Two Hands up here, starring the late great Heath Ledger, early film of his. So never heard of this. Really cool, indie movie, like indie, drama, like indie house, art house sort of movie is this one, and that kind of vein a little bit, where he plays like this young, struggling guy, kind of go-getter, has a lot of things going on. Heath Ledger's character. And he gets an opportunity for this crime boss to deliver a package of 10 grand. And in doing so, all these things go on, and all these bad things start happening to him. So it's him and his girl on the loose from this crime boss, and like these elements of trying to get other people trying to get the money from him. And like, a guy that's like, a bunch of misfortune events go on, kind of like how his life is in this one. Pretty cool one was this. Neat little like crime drama movie was this one, especially from a Heath Ledger movie. Never said never. If you're a fan of Heath Ledger, so definitely a neat one to check out for sure. Because I've never heard of this one. It's definitely something that you would watch at like around midnight on IFC probably back when. There's nice features in this thing. Interview, a few interviews actually, cast, trailers, and so much more. Here's what it looks like inside. I think I remember seeing this at a rental shop, maybe on VHS or DVD back when, but other than that, never seen this one. But dang, pretty cool flick is this. If you like that kind of stuff, like kind of a crime caper type movie, you'll definitely enjoy Two Hands. And last up here from Paramount Pictures is season 2 of this TV show, and that is the great Ella Fanning. Not really my kind of a show. I watched a few episodes of this. Pretty good though, from what I've seen. Ella Fanning's character named Catherine, and she takes over the Russian royalty and the throne, and does like stuff like that. It's kind of this comedy type show. Kind of hard to explain, so I'm not really following it that much, but I've seen a few of the episodes on this one. This is season 2 of it, and it was pretty good. It was shot real well, pretty good. It was all right from what I've seen of it, but not really something I'd really go out and check out in my free time is something like this. This is out now if you want to get this, though. This just came out this past week, I believe. And you see it is this right here. You get deleted scenes and a funny blooper reel, which I did check those out. It's kind of funny. And I'll show you this like inside real quick. You get all the discs individual right up here. Check them on out. 4-disc set, over 8 hours of the great going on up here and so much more. So if you're a fan of this show, if you want to get this set, it's available right now. And that's it for my review. So hope you guys enjoyed it. All these films are available now, or it will be soon available. Check out the information down below if you want to get these flicks out and more from these various companies. Great, great stuff. Thank you all so much for sending me this to review, and thank you all for watching right there. And if you guys enjoyed this kind of video right up here, me doing some fun reviewing, some things I've been checking out and some stuff like that to share with you guys, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would appreciate it. Let's get to 17K and more. Let's go do that, bam. And I'll catch you guys later on the next one. I'll see you then, and bye-bye.